welcome back to another lip balm review. This is another one of the Chapstick Duos, and this one is in, let me double check the name, Cool Mint. I always mix it up because it's so similar to the EOS Sweet Mint, but I have to double check the name every time because otherwise I forget. But anyway, so we're going to get right into it, and much like I did with the last one of the duos, I'm just going to keep these two together because it's much easier to open and to apply when it's hooked to another one than when it's individually. Weirdly enough, I don't really know why that is, but it is, so that's how I'm gonna personally go about it. So anyway, we're just ignoring this one for now. I'll review that another day, but we're just worrying about this one. So format-wise, it is a dome-type lip balm, much like, oh yeah, EOS or Revo or any of those. It's a little bit more pointy. It's kind of in between the shape of the EOS dome and the Tsum Tsum dome, because theirs are more like a bullet-shaped than domed, and this is kind of in between the two. So, and then packaging-wise, on its own, when it's not hooked to another one, I'll take it apart for just a moment. It's just this little, almost siren-y looking shape, and it's very sort of icy blue, seafoam green kind of a color. Again, I'll go like that so you can see it more accurately because of the sunlight, but yeah, when you hook it with another one, it becomes much more practical for application. Either way, in a purse, it's not bad. It's pretty small, as you can see. Even two of them put together fits in the palm of my hand. So, these are not natural or organic, unfortunately. They are a chapstick product, so with the exception of their lip butters, they're always synthetic. They're petrolatum based, but if you use chapstick anyway, that probably doesn't bother you. These are not limited edition, as far as I know. I think these are a permanent line of theirs. But it is part of a set of 8, and as they have touted these, there's so many combinations, which, if you missed it, I did a video on every possible combination you can make out of these, so go watch that if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, the amount of product that is in these, I think it's printed on here. Or not. Huh. Well, darn. Well, go back to the first impressions video, because I believe I noted it in that before I tossed the packaging. So I think it was like 0.23 ounces. I'm pretty sure it was like just a hair under the quarter of an ounce mark. So, I'm gonna wait for the clock to finish doing its thing. Yeah, it's on the half hour. Okay. So, anyway. Shelf life on these is not listed. It may have listed the recommended toss after so many months thing on the packaging itself on the card, but don't have that anymore, so I'm not really sure. But the actual product itself, use your head. I mean, as long as it doesn't look funny, as long as it doesn't smell funny, you're good to go. But anyway, price point on these varies depending on if you're finding it individually or if you're finding it in a 2-pack. If you find it individually, it'll run you somewhere in the $2 range. Somewhere, I believe it was like $2.67 at Walmart, if I remember right. And a 2-pack was something like $5 or $6, I want to say. They're on the website now. They're also on the Chapstick website itself. So between the two, you can find them, and they're not too terribly priced for how much is in them. Anyway, sturdiness, they're pretty good, but I have one complaint, and I'm going to make this complaint in every review on these. There is a little hole under the middle of the bottom label, right here, which if you lightly, I note, lightly run your finger along it, you'll feel the divot there. That is a hole that goes straight through to the product on the other side. So do not push your finger through it, you will screw it up. I almost pushed through it just with a Sharpie labeling these, and I was going super lightly. So just something to keep in mind. That's another reason why I like to keep 2 of them together, since it blocks that from getting poked by anything, especially in a purse. You do not want that to be a thing. Oh my god. So, anyway, I don't think there's SPF in these, and there's definitely no medication, so we'll move on to the scent. Much like how I keep mixing up this and the EOS Sweet Mint on the name, scent-wise, they're almost identical. This is like a slightly lighter scented version of that same exact pepperminty kind of scent that the EOS Sweet Mint has. So if you adore the smell of that, you'll probably also like this. It's just like a little bit lighter, and possibly even I hate to say it, a teensy bit sweeter, which is funny because the other is Sweet Mint and this is Cool Mint, but whatever. The wax itself is just white, like a bleached white. I'll block it there, but well, that makes it look like it has more color to it than it does, but it's just white and it goes on clear. So anyway, I'm gonna put this on and see if it has the same interesting tingly feeling that the EOS one does. Definitely does not have the same consistency, I'll say that for it. But I mean, it's also not made of the same ingredients. I'm trying to layer more on, seeing if I can match it. Yeah, this one is way thinner, even with a ton of layers. That's kind of a bummer. Well, I'm gonna recap it because I don't feel like using a ton of... Whoa, it does have some tingle though. Let's see how strong it gets. That was my main thing I was interested in, seeing if it was going to be like the EOS Sweet Mint in the tingly department, which so far it seems like it is. Not quite as strong so far, but that may, you know, kick in some more in like the next couple of minutes. And sometimes the tingly lip balms like take a minute or two to activate, and I don't really know why. Sometimes you have to blow on them, so I may as well look like an idiot and try it. No, this is not like the Carmex Winter Mint, so with that one, that's all you have to do, and it, like, intensifies big time, but this one, nah. Well, that's okay. So I would say this is actually a good alternative for if you feel like the EOS Sweet Mint is a little too strong, either in the scent department or in the amount of tingliness, because this is like a slightly watered down version of that. Not by a lot, but enough to where I feel like people who are... They complain of that one being like burning on their lips. I've had a lot of people comment bad about that one. This one might be more tolerable for them. It's still a nice amount though, don't get me wrong. Let's see, does it have flavor? Not really. Like the tiniest amount. So I mean, that's something I missed from the EOS one, but okay. Let's see here. But it's a very, very thin lip balm itself. The actual consistency. If you take the thickness level away, it's actually kind of similar to the EOS one, because it is a very creamy kind of a texture to it. And very slick and very smooth. Feels really nice, I just wish it were a little thicker, but that's okay. I mean, I suppose there's days where I probably wish the other one weren't quite as thick, so I mean... Now there's options. Not a bad thing. Let's see here. What about the shine factor? Let's take a look. It's got a little bit, but it's not like super crazy glossy or anything like that. So I feel like maybe this one might be better for like unisex purposes, for if guys want to use it too and not have totally shiny lips. So I mean, there's that. Or I mean, even for girls who aren't into that look, possibly a better choice for that. Let's see here. Moisturization. I feel like this one might actually do a better job than some of the other duos. I don't know why. It feels like there's definitely been some variation in the moisturization levels in these. And in the general quality of them too. Not sure why that is, but again, this is why I do reviews on every single one, because they do vary. So, there's that. But it actually does feel like it might actually do something, what do you know? I'm hoping I'm not just being fooled by the tingling, but no, I think it does feel like it's trying to absorb, and it's not just sitting there, so that's always good. In terms of the drink test, let's find out. Ooh, that activated it more. Okay, so apparently if you want to activate the tingling some more, get it wet. So it's actually holding up considerably better to the drink test than I thought it was going to. I am kind of impressed. In overall longevity, you know, if it held up that well to the drink test, I have good feelings about how well it might hold up just in general. Excuse me. I feel like this one may even go to like the 2 or 3 hour mark, which, you know what, go Chapstick if they pulled that off. Again, this is first impressions on this one, so I can't say with certainty on that, but it does feel like one that's going to cling a little better than some of the others, so I give it high marks for that. So my overall rating on this one, what am I going to give this one? Because I like this one quite a bit. Do I have any particular complaints about it? Other than that hole in the bottom, which is more an error on the part of Chapstick in the way they designed it than the actual product in of itself. I'm trying to think. No complaints on this. Well, I don't even have a real complaint in it not being thicker. It's mostly just that I'm mentally comparing it to EOS, so if I take that away, it's fine. You know, I think my only complaint is that little hole in the bottom, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. I highly recommend this one in particular if you want to get started with the Chapstick Duos. Hunt this one down, it's really good. So anyway, that's all I have to say on this one. So as usual, if you like this video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Leave comments down below. If you have this one, what did you guys think of it? Let me know in the comments, as well as anything else you feel like leaving me. And until next time, bye!